Can you hear?
Yes, sir, I am able to hear you.
Hey, Ram, good morning. Okay, let's wait for the others to join Ram. I'm not sure if this link has been shared with all the students. So I'm just waiting for the others to join us. But in the meanwhile, just a quick formal introduction on my end. My name is Mohammed Shoaib. I'll be a cybersecurity trainer for this entire duration of the course. And we are learning this course called Certified Ethical Hacking V13. Now, before again we start the demo, I currently work as a senior penetration tester based in Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. I've been again working in this domain for the last 6+ years, and I've been training students for the last 5 years or so. And again, I specialize in web application penetration testing. And the course that we are learning right now is the first go-to course, basically, which is taken up by students who want to learn cybersecurity. Certified Ethical Hacking V13, the latest current version running right now. This is created by an organization called EC Council, based in California in the United States. And again, been there since a really long time. And it is globally recognized for trainings and certifications, specifically in the domain of cybersecurity. So again, just to show you what that website looks like. If I go to my browser, I can search here for EC Council, click on the first link, and this here is the official website for it. And we are learning the same course called Certified Ethical Hacker V13 right now. This is the same again same course curriculum that we'll be following, the same course outline and the same modules. And again, whatever is shown in this web page here, our training is going to be completely in sync with the training modules here. So again, that's a brief intro on what the courses again that what the courses that we're learning. And again, I'm going to explain shortly what topics we'll be covering as well. Just waiting for the others to join as well, Ramana. In the meanwhile, if you have any questions also, you can let me know.
As of now, nothing, sir. We'll see.
Sure. Okay. Okay, now let's get started. I'm not sure if the others are going to be joining today or not. So let's take a brief introduction on what the course today is, and we'll take a full-fledged demo tomorrow at least once everyone is here. And again, I'm going to explain what the course is, what topics we'll be covering today slowly. Yeah, but again, it might not be going that much in depth because we'll have to repeat the same demo tomorrow and the after tomorrow as well for all the other students. Okay. So when you talk about this course, Certified Ethical Hacking, a lot of students have a misconception on what hacking is and what ethical hacking is. Most of them always assume it's one and the same, and the terms can be used interchangeably, which is kind of wrong. So let's start the demo with the definitions of these two categories of operations. What is hacking and what is ethical hacking? So when you talk about hacking, this is basically the procedure of trying to gain access to information systems. What I mean by that phrase is, let's say if I've hacked your phone or if I've hacked into your laptop, it basically means I've complete control of that device now. I've gotten remote access of it, and also I have access to the entire data within it. I can steal your data, I can modify or destroy your data, I can sell your data to other people. And all of this is done without your permission and without your knowledge. By the time you might get to know about it, it would usually be too late. Okay, so hackers perform hacking for this again of such malicious activities for their own benefit sometimes, okay, or just for fun. Now, if hacking is such a malicious activity, how do we have a course called ethical hacking? How is this getting ethical in the first place or legal? To define ethical hacking, this is a procedure of trying to find the vulnerabilities. This terminology called vulnerability is something that you keep coming across a lot in the upcoming sessions. To define it, a vulnerability is a loophole, it's a flaw, or a security misconfiguration in your information system, which could lead to various cyber threats. Okay. And when these loopholes are not patched, again, that is basically what is going to cause hacking. Okay. So your job as an ethical hacker is to find these loopholes or vulnerabilities in the information systems, verify those with the consent and permission, consent and knowledge of the organization, and remediate those as well. So you basically report the vulnerabilities back to the organization, work hand in hand with the organization to again report it and remediate it, patch it up. And once the vulnerabilities are patched up, there's no more pathways for hackers to exploit or take advantage of those vulnerabilities and cause any cyber threats. Okay. To read out the definition again, ethical hacking is the procedure of trying to find vulnerabilities in information systems with the consent and with the knowledge of the organization, okay, owning those systems. And this is done in order to report the vulnerabilities back to the authorities so that they can patch it up. And once these vulnerabilities are patched up, no other hacker can exploit those vulnerabilities and cause any harm. Okay. Now, depending on these two definitions, we can categorize the types of hackers. There's someone known as a white hat hacker, a gray hat hacker, and a black hat hacker. Your black hat hackers are typical cyber criminals who basically perform hacking for their own benefit or just for fun without asking for consent. On the other end of the spectrum, we have white hat hackers, someone who abides by the laws and policies of the company and works for securing the organization's infrastructure. And in between, there's a third mysterious category called grey hat hackers, someone who doesn't ask for permission but does report vulnerabilities back once he finds them. Okay, and there's a minor catch here. They don't do this for free. They do it in return for a bounty. Bounty is like a financial reward they expect in return for reporting that vulnerability rather than misusing it. So therefore, they are working both offensively and defensively at various times, and hence they're called as grey hat hackers. Okay, they're also commonly known as bug bounty hunters, hunting for bugs in return for a bounty. Okay. Now, no matter what category of a hacker you take, all of these are professionals who perform hacking or ethical hacking in a certain procedure, and that procedure is called as cyber kill chain. In our organization where I work, we follow the same exact procedure to find vulnerabilities and remediate them and see to it that the organizations are secure. To define it, it is a procedure that hackers follow in order to perform a successful cyber attack. So the procedure that they follow, when this procedure that is followed by them is done properly in a very systematic order, the probability of a cyber attack occurring is very, very high. Okay. And the knowledge of this procedure also allows cybersecurity professionals to understand how these attacks are being conducted, okay, to replicate them in a simulated environment to see how this is affecting the organizations, to understand how to detect them at the earliest time possible, and prevent them at every level in the organization. So unless and until you know how to attack, think like an attacker or replicate the same attacks, you would not know what security measures to place. You would not know what kind of cyber threats you are supposed to be alert against. Okay, so the procedure to attack the systems or defend the systems will always start with you replicating the same attacks in a simulated environment. Okay, and that procedure is called as cyber kill chain or hacking cycle. Okay. Now, in our organization or any organization for that matter, your cyber kill chain consists of five important phases in it. There's information gathering, scanning, gaining access, maintaining access, reporting, or clearing traces. If you clearly observe, only in the last step, we have two different terminologies, reporting or clearing traces. Okay, that because that is where it makes all the difference between a hacker and the ethical hacker. Okay. Don't worry, let me explain each of these steps now one by one very briefly, and we'll discuss about them in much more detail in the next session. Okay. So the first stage here is information gathering, which is also commonly known as reconnaissance or footprinting. And the objective of the stage is for the hacker or the ethical hackers to obtain as much information as possible about the target organization. And an important point to note is all of this information is obtained passively. What I mean by passively is you do not contact the organization, you don't let them know that you're getting information about them. You try to obtain it from third party sources, from the internet especially. Okay, so the first stage is always you setting up the ground level work. Okay, basically trying to research information about the organization, and the more data you find, the more easier the attacks become in the upcoming stages. Okay, but you might have a question: what kind of data are we supposed to search over here? I'll explain that in the upcoming sessions, but this is a brief overview. We need to find all of these pieces of information for the organization, and believe it or not, all of this information is readily available on the internet. The only thing is we need to know where we can obtain this data from. Okay. Moving on, after that, we have something called scanning, which is also commonly known as enumeration. And the objective here is to get extra data, but by making active connections. Earlier, we got the data passively. Here, we make active, aggressive connections with the target, direct connections with the target, and obtain information from their devices. So, whatever servers they have, whatever network local devices they have, we try to scan those devices. Again, we try to get information from those devices, like what services are they using, what applications are they running, and if these applications have vulnerabilities on them or not to attack on. And once you know what vulnerabilities exist, once you've performed vulnerability scanning, finally we have something called gaining access, the phase where the real hacking occurs. So this is basically where the attackers will use the vulnerabilities to attack the systems on different endpoints. Okay, so it's a vast topic, covers a vast variety of modules, as you can see. But the main objective here is to understand that we'll be learning how to attack every single endpoint. We talk about system security, network security, Wi-Fi security, web server security, web application security, firewall security, mobile phone security. So every single endpoint that could possibly exist in an organization, we try to learn how do you attack those systems, what are the common attacks possible, what are the defense methodologies to use for them. Okay, how do you verify the vulnerabilities? Okay, how do you assess the impact of the vulnerability on the organization on every singular device? That is what we cover over here. Right? Don't worry, I'm going to explain this in detail in the upcoming sessions, in the next session itself, Ramana. But yeah, the main objective here is to attack every single endpoint, talking about how to secure every single device by learning what attacks are possible on them. Okay, as small as a mobile phone to as big as a web application server or a database, we cover the security of each and every singular device. Okay. Once all that is done, finally we have maintaining access, where we learn as hackers how do you maintain persistent connections to the system? How do you retain the ownership of the target? So once you've attacked the system, even if the system restarts, you should still stay connected to it. Okay, so we'll be learning how do you perform that maintenance of the persistent connection. And finally, we have reporting or clearing traces, where as ethical hackers, we learn how do you generate the report for the organization of your findings and elaborate the loopholes and provide the solutions for those loopholes. On the other hand, as a cyber criminal, how do you remove the evidence of your actions? So once you attack the organization, you won't report anything as a cyber criminal. You remove your evidence of the attack. Okay, so how do you stay anonymous? How do you delete the logs? Is what we learn in clearing traces. Okay. So the entire course is for a duration of 35 days, where we have classes from Monday to Friday at the same time, 7:30 a.m. And again, this is just a brief demo. We'll go in a lot more in-depth demo in the upcoming sessions, Ramana. And every session will be recorded. You'll be getting these recordings, the presentation documents, the official material from EC Council. Okay, once you register for the course, okay, we'll be creating a WhatsApp group where you can contact me for any queries. Okay, and I think the price is 10,000 rupees. Forgot to mention that, which can be paid in 2 installments, and you can contact the institute for further details on the payment. Ramaram. Any questions or doubts in today's class? So that is a brief intro on what the course is about. But yeah, don't worry, we'll go a lot more in depth on this in the upcoming sessions.
No, sir. The duration again, can you tell me that how much?
35 days. We have classes from Monday to Friday. So 35 days and 1 hour each day.
35 days, I can write the exam.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah.
more time
You'll
to
be
prepare.
ready to write the exam, CH certification exam as well, Ramaro. Along with this, I'll also, again, as we progress with the course, I'll also be explaining in what topic, what kind of questions are asked in the CH exam. It's a 125 MCQ based questions exam. Very easy. Don't worry. I'll also be providing you the, again, assistance for that, the dumps required for, okay, the official EC Council material required to pass the exam. So everything will be at your arsenal. So you can basically crack it with ease.
Okay, sir.
Right. Any other questions? No, no.
No, that's it, sir.
Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, apologies for the shorter demo today. Just wanted to give a brief overview, and we'll take a much more in-depth workshop thing in the next class or so.
No, no issues, sir. Let the other people can join. No issues.
Right, right. Because I have to repeat the same thing again. So that's the
I
reason why.
I understood, sir.
Right, sure. Okay, then let's connect back tomorrow, Ramara. We'll disconnect over here.
Okay,
Have a good day. Thanks
thank
for
you.
joining the session today. It was great interacting with you.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care.